Walmart buys Jet.com, Wilson's $200 connected football, Pokemon Go crosses $200 million in revenue, and more. It's Monday, August 8th, and this is Crunch Report. Hope you all had a good weekend. I think every Monday, for the last couple of weeks, a big acquisition of a company has happened, and today is no different, folks. Retail giant Walmart announced that it would be acquiring Jet.com, an online-only shopping site that has been live for a little over a year for $3 billion in cash, plus up to $300 million in shares for the founders and others at the company. Jet.com will continue to remain a separate brand. The deal is expected to close by the end of the year, subject to regulatory clearance. Walmart CEO Doug McMillon said in a statement on the Jet acquisition, Walmart.com will grow faster, the seamless shopping experience we're pursuing will happen quicker, and will enable the Jet brand to be even more successful in a shorter period of time. Our customers will win. It's another jolt of entrepreneurial spirit being injected into Walmart. I remember Jet saying that it would only be profitable by 2020. Let's see if Walmart getting involved accelerates that. Sports! You ready for some sports tech? Everyone loves sports. The Wilson X connected football is more or less a standard sport ball with sensors built in to enhance the experience. The onboard electronics record data for such key football throwing metrics as distance, velocity, spin rate, spiral, and how good a job players are doing holding onto the ball. That info is naturally transmitted to a mobile device via Bluetooth. There's also a low-power onboard battery that should last around 500 hours of play, which apparently translates to 200,000 passes. The gamification truly kicks in with the app, which ranks players against friends and larger leaderboards. It's up for pre-order now for a not insignificant $200. It'll hit retail a month from today. Have you seen some of those vaping tricks people do? They look trippy and crazy, and they're like, oh, I'm so cool, all these tricks. Now, those tricks are only for grown-ups. New rules from the FDA that go into effect today are set to make it a lot tougher for youngsters under 18 to get their hands on e-cigarettes and related paraphernalia. Among the regulations are rules that prohibit the sale of vapes in vending machines, the distribution of free customer card anyone who looks under the age of 27, a regulation it's set to enforce by sending undercover agents into stores, as is already being done with alcohol and tobacco products. This new regulation comes on the heels of sweeping data released by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention that note a strong uptick in e-cigarette usage among teenagers, corresponding with a downturn in teen tobacco usage. Pokemon Go, it's the game that has defined a generation for the past month, and also made a ton of money. App analytics platform Sensor Tower reveals that the game now has over $200 million in net revenue from players based on their estimates. What? And that's only in about a month? Man, we live in a crazy time. Data from Sensor Tower also reveals an important point to consider when trying to evaluate the game's future revenue potential. Pokemon Go experienced a huge spike in revenue generation in mid-July, the day when it launched in Japan, and Korea, India, and China still have yet to come online. Those should help Niantic extend its revenue-winning streak. Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon, and make a lot of money, Pokemoney. Last week, we mentioned how Bitfinex had been hacked of a total of $70 million worth of Bitcoin. Since the exchange used a service to individually segregate each customer's fund in unique wallets, only some customers' funds were drained, while others retained their full balances. The question then became, would Bitfinex limit losses to only users whose wallets were compromised, or distribute them equally amongst all users? To probably the delight of people who lost their money and the dismay of people that didn't, the company has posted that they will distribute losses amongst all users to the tune of 36.067%, which is the total loss experienced by Bitfinex. Bitfinex also says that they will issue a new token called BFX equal to each customer's exact losses. Eventually, the token will either be redeemed for full repayment or exchanged for shares in the exchange's holding company. Interestingly, the token will also soon trade on Bitfinex's platform, so the community can set its own price that values the chances that the exchange will actually follow through and repay holders of BFX. That's the report for today. I'm Tito Hamzy. Crunch Report airs every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com. You can also find us on iTunes and on YouTube. See you tomorrow and in LA all later this week. Okay, bye. Gotta catch him all, Pokemon, and make a lot of money, Pokemon.